Glorious day to you, my friends. Happy Equinox. I'm here on Mount Mitchell on Old Mitchell Trail. I didn't know when I was going to start filming, but as soon as I hit this this deep green grove, it's like, yeah, now it's time. I've had many interesting conversations over the last couple of days. But the Equinox is a day of equal day and equal night, where the sun is at high noon, is directly over directly over the equator. And because of that, we have an equal amount of sunlight and daytime and nighttime. So we talk about balance, equanimity, harmony. The master's job is to be in harmony with themselves, so they can help others to be or get into harmony with themselves. Harmony. It also can be inner peace, but it's also acting in the flow, in the divine flow, in the way. When we know ourselves and we honor ourselves, we're at peace with who we are, everything becomes easier. That is alignment. In our 3D physicality, light and dark have meaning. And in our need to classify everything, we're classifying things as masculine and feminine, and action and allowing, and light and dark. And the Bhagwa is about the balance and the harmony of both, the dichotomy of both, and that there's light in the dark and dark in the light. That there's light in the dark and dark in the light. And in this 3D realm, we have our own meanings for light and dark. Scenery. And we each have our own experiences of what is light and what is dark. But light and dark, we as light workers, we have this idea of what being a light worker is and means. Now, being non-egoic and non-judgmental, hopefully, is a part of it. As a practitioner, we're taught to put our hands down and let the energy do its work, because Reiki goes where it needs to go and does what it needs to do. Same thing with the holy fire. They both are non-egoic energy. Non-egoic simply means it has no ego. It has no idea of self. It has no agenda. It does not know what me is. So it always serves the greater good. And then I use the word good. So what does good mean? Because good is an egoic term. And so is light, and so is dark. And as a light worker, are we trying to fix something? Are we trying to change something? Or are we allowing the energy just to do its work? So let's talk about the realm of the non-ego. And I don't want to use the term love because we as humans each have our own idea of what love is and even what unconditional love is. Besides the definition of unconditional means it has no conditions, that no matter what, it's there, doing its thing, doing its love thing. But still, so let's talk about the other attributes of that in the non-egoic realm. So in the non-egoic realm, we know there's no judgment. We say there's only love, but that's that. We already have an idea of it. And all the other terms around love, which we have as judgmental, like joy and bliss and other things like that, we each have our own ideas of what they are. But to help us understand it, to help us get back into alignment, to help us drop our ego or see past our ego. This is simply gorgeous here. We are above the clouds today, or we're deep into the clouds today. Hence, no light codes. We'll get some light codes, and we'll eventually get to some water for water blessing. Otherwise, it'll be in another video. I know there's water down here, and look at that. We got puddles, but we'll go over here. Got a hiker coming up. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Awesome.
I guess that's the trail to the summit.
Yes.
Awesome.
Had a great hike. So what are other ideas that we can explore to help us understand this unconditional love, this energy from the highest source of consciousness that has no ego? "100% acceptance of who you are, no matter what you do, no matter what you think, no matter how much contrast you're experiencing. That realm, the holy fire, God, accepts you 100% no matter what, supports you 100% no matter what. And while you're manifesting, gives you back what you gave out. There are no conditions to it. You asked for it, you get it. Because you gave it out, it gives it back. There are no conditions to that. If you, there's no conditions like if you're 85% good or if you're 85% in alignment, you get back what you put out. There's no conditions. That's the free will of it. You are accepted, and you are a part of all that is. Having us understand that about ourselves is key. But having us understand that about everyone else is just as vital. As a matter of fact, it's even more vital. It's even more vital because as a selfish individual, we want stuff. And from the benevolent beings, the giving beings, we want a benefit. We want stuff. But everybody else out there, even if we judge them to be bad or dark, they are using the law of attraction the same. They're having their own experience the same. And the non-egoic realm supports them 100% the same. There's no judgment. There are no conditions. Acceptance. That acceptance is love. That acceptance is also respect. It's honor. It's honoring you. Trusting you. That no matter what you do, you can't mess it up. You can't mess up reality. There's nothing to mess up. I have several videos on negative entity removal. And one of them are from the Vahil Lakash. And that was an egoic removal. But the rest of them were non-egoic removals. And the key part of the removals is I'm doing it with no judgment. And yes, I have my own personal experience, but I turn the whole process over to the Holy Fire. And the Holy Fire is the one who's communicating with you or the client or the person who is experiencing the negative entity. And the Holy Fire is working with them to help them see the truth that this negative entity does not have a grip on you, that it's there for some strange reason, but the easiest way to release it is to just feel the Holy Fire, and it releases on its own. And each entity upon release has its own experience. But the Vahilakash, they're egoic. It takes an egoic self-sacrifice, an equalization of energy, an equal amount of positive energy needs to be used to neutralize that negative energy, to harmonize that negative energy, to balance it. And so the idea of self, of that Vahilakash, that the way they say it, they're the knights of light, the warriors of light. But their idea of self goes away because they equalize with that other energy, and you know, in the realms of physicality, matter and antimatter annihilate each other. They harmonize each other. And I haven't delved deep into the understanding of the Vahilakash to see if they have unified with that other energy and have become like an ascended master or anything. They just said they wanted to make a video that day. And I was in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I was up in just outside of Staunton, Virginia. I can't remember the name of the state park, but and so let's talk about intention for a second. Because it took my intention to call in the Vahilakash. And it took my allowing for them to do the work. Intention is a powerful tool, but if we use too much intention, that's all the divine masculine. We're not allowing the universe to do its job. We're not allowing the universe to participate. It's egoic, that's selfish. Sometimes we think that it's heroic. There are various definitions of heroic action. But intention, all that is necessary, according to the law of attraction, is to set it and forget it. And then do anything else to maintain your vibration. Because our vibration dictates whether we're going to experience contrast or abundance. Kihiotar naharako chaya hanariko. I'm walking slowly. Normally I would be by the water already. Suhukanati tahariata kushahwata uti. Niharata ata saana hashikuhu shouyo ku unawati uriti. In the realm of no ego, the realm of unconditional love, the realm of the highest source of consciousness, the realm of the holy fire, all the same thing. By definition, they are harmony. They don't experience contrast. They don't experience lack. Well, I should say we, because we are a part of that realm. Our consciousness, our awareness might not be a part of that realm. But our consciousness is. And a better non-egoic way to say it would be is that consciousness is. I labeled it ours in a selfish, egoic way. We have a viewpoint, we have awareness. And back when we decided to become explorers, we decided to explore contrast and ego. See, here's some water. But this isn't it. Oh, and a mini waterfall. Which will let out into the actual creek coming up. Harmony means lots of things, like nothing bothers you. Nothing triggers you because you understand who you are. You understand that you can choose and that what you think becomes your reality. And all those triggers are external. And we can view them as invitations to contrast or invitations to harmony. I'm okay. And you're okay. Kushahawati tukurana tukurisihatai. I hear the water now, so it's just over there and around the corner. So husawat kuri ishakatiyatanaha tikuadha kushahananu to urhutukashkawaha suhiyatadita. And besides this guidance system that's built into us, of contrast and joy, or contrast and harmony, I feel okay. I feel good. I feel like things are working. Kushahawata tukura nahasasiyata. See? I'm sure I've done a video with this location before. Not so sure it was on Equinox though. Whoops. That was funny. I pushed a button on my gimbal and it went to portrait. Okay. This looks like a good spot. No tripod. So we'll just do it here. Nothing up my sleeves. Oh, this looks like a good spot right here. Hariata kanasa awara tukusha. Kisa nananariara tahar tukusha. Irawaha nananiara atakatira. I invite and allow the holy fire. I'm gonna sit so I can get my hand in a little bit more. There we go. Invite and allow the holy fire to flow into and around me and every way and everywhere and every when. Around us all. In every way and everywhere and every when. Okay. Suhiya rana hasa akawaha. Iya kananati tukuru hutukurusha. And ask the holy fire to flow into and around this water in every way and everywhere and every when. Niora hatakashiara. Isananadiara hatakatu. Uravahana. Iutukayata hayata. And I enact the law of one. Huriyata hasanananiyarata. To bring all water everywhere. Niora hatakashikia. In every way and everywhere. To this, here and now. Atihata atagitu. Dushana atihariata arshigata. Pisa maranaria ratagushkuru. And I ask the holy fire to bless this water. Nirwata arshkahia. To purify this water. Huta kawarata kananira. Ishkananaria rahatakari. Dushanaha. Irahanakahiyata. In every way and everywhere and everyone. Siyata karyataha. Sanctifying, consecrating, niyarata kashkira wata. Bringing into harmony, bringing into balance. Resetting the original intention. Niyarata arishkata. Kisawata arhitakaha. Shaya nati arahatakapiyatu. Kushana nati arahatakati. Ishanana harahatikatu. Uwahaha asananirata. Giving gratitude to God and to the Holy Fire. Giving gratitude to harmony. To non-ego. Urvatadiyarta. Giving gratitude to the water. Thank you, water. For you are life. Ikoharana atikota arahatata arshkanahia. Ishahavata kuruhatu. And I'm going to take some water. And continue the hike on the trail. And if I were to pick up my feet, I wouldn't be tripping on these twigs and sticks and Sahaba atukudokoraha. Kushahati Tikriyara. So hukata ta'arhatukunaha. So let's talk about intention again for a second. We as egoic human beings, often we associate our intention with I want. Me. I want. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. And we have attachment to the outcome. And we have expectations of results. And all that really does for us is causes contrast. Because we set our expectations. So this is way less exciting now. This part of the hike. Because to go around this gravel road until we hit the next trail head going that way. So maybe we won't look at the trail, we'll look at the mountains and we'll look at the trees. Siarata Kashira Hanatu Kuha. And there's a little bit of wind today. The trees were shielding it before on the trail. Hakia Taharna Hesakaya. Electricity's here, yes. They made this camp for all the forest workers that were building the various structures on Mount Mitchell and building the campgrounds and stuff like that. We just saw an orange blaze, so this is no official trail. Hikers coming up. Iskarietaha. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. Kututa kursha hanakia hasakati tara. Isa hatakarieti. Ishkana hasisi haranaha. So I don't know how much I'm going to be recording after I get on the trail, because I'll be going up, breaking a sweat, breathing hard. But I think they made their point. Intention is a powerful tool, but it needs to be balanced. It needs to be balanced. Manage our expectations. Attachment and an attachment to the outcome or an outcome. It's the biggest problem we humans have. It's the crown chakra blocker. Iska hataria tahnanata katakatawatu. Isa hatata kahasara atakari. In the rhododendron, there's so many rhododendrons all along the Blue Ridge Mountains that are in bloom in early summer, late spring, June, and July. Sihatita kuruhatarutu. And our action and our allowing the universe to participate, or the listening. There are so many divine feminine traits that we're normally not trained to do that make good light workers. I still call myself a light worker. And when I detect, most of the time, when I detect, like I say, when I become aware that my ego's involved, that I want something out of this outcome, out of this interaction, and it's not just a vision that I'm seeing, if I can become aware of it, I can back my ego off and let the holy fire do the work. Let Reiki do the work. There's a non-egoic sense. Like if you get instructions or if you feel, oh, maybe my client would be more comfortable if they bent their right knee or if they had a pillow under their knees. That's listening to your intuition and taking action. That's balanced. That's divine feminine and divine masculine going on there. And if it happens enough, maybe you then start to be, that is your standard. I'm going to put a pillow under the knees of my clients and a pillow under their head before the session starts. And if they don't like it, we can remove it. Or if they need a softer pillow or a more firm pillow. And over time, we learn and incorporate that into our process. That this is working for me and my clients. And there's many times I go to the standard hand positions that the Hayashi healing guide gave us to place our hands in certain places in a certain order, because that's what this client needs. Not all the time do I sit there and tap right in and say, okay, I need to go to the right hip, I need to do this. Sometimes I got to take some time to listen to the client, listen to the client's body, listen to the client's energy. That's how I'm saying it. And listen to the guides, which are the same thing. Listen to my intuition. Because even if we hear it, it's still happening in our head. Even if we see it, it's still happening inside our head. Our brain is interpreting electrical impulses. If we see it and we hear it, we get confirmation. It reinforces our decision. And we as humans, as egoic humans, love reinforcement. Now I can say the wind confirms, or the wind was angry with that statement. That was a pretty strong breeze there. Gust. Ariato huka arhanahasia hishkuturo hutukushkahawa. Balance. No one can tell you how to find balance. No one can tell you what works for you. They can offer suggestions, like meditation. And they can even lead you in meditation. Or you can lead others in meditation. But no matter what, if it doesn't start working for you, you're going to stop doing it. But you can set an intention, say, I've been sitting on the couch for years, but I want to run a marathon. Okay, that's a good intention. I want to run a marathon. But how wise are you going to be about it? Are you going to assess your health beforehand? Are you going to adopt a training plan that is right for you? Are you going to listen to your body while you're training? Or are you just going to go out one day and decide to do a marathon and hope for the best? But setting that goal is an intention. Working towards that goal is consistent intention. Listening to your body to recover after injury, that's wise. Training through a significant injury when rest is required and optimal is egoic. It will not benefit you in the long run. Sooner or later, you will get seriously injured. Just because you set your intention to follow this training plan rigorously. Cool. But are you listening to your body every day? Are you listening to which aspect of your physical fitness needs the work today? Is it your muscles and your skeletal system? Is it your heart and lungs pumping the blood to your muscles? Or is it your mind? Because when you get up and it's time to run, you go, I don't wanna. There are days that you need to honor that I don't wanna. But there's days you need to drag yourself out of bed, because this I don't wanna is that there's no real reason for it. And especially if you remember how you feel when you're out on the run. And I'm just using run as a talk. It's talking points. Not necessarily that I'm encouraging everyone to go train for a marathon. So hukati tikariata hasanana tukurawa. The only true way to understand what harmony is to experience it. The easiest way to experience it, and the 8 limbs of yoga map out a way to do that. But it is as simple as closing your eyes and breathing and focusing your awareness on your breath. Sooner or later, that breath and the feeling of filling up the lungs and exhaling from the lungs will take up more and more and more of your awareness. And sooner or later, it will consume your awareness, where the thoughts that come in simply go away on their own. And then in the deepest meditations, either you don't experience any monkey mind thoughts, external thoughts, or you don't remember them because they were so fleeting that it just doesn't matter. One of the things that throws us off as humans, rain over there, that throws us off as humans when we meditate is when we're intending and expecting a peaceful, harmonious meditation, and by focusing too much on that peaceful, harmonious meditation, thoughts of that and then judgment of it or measurement of my peacefulness or my mindfulness come into play and therefore interrupt the meditation, and our awareness is consumed by thoughts of peace and harmony, which is the opposite of meditation. That's the interesting thing. Because once we're in that peaceful state and our awareness is consumed, we no longer are listening to all the naysayers in our lives. We're not listening to our negative experiences, and we're not listening to our positive experiences either. That's the best part. That's the best part about the harmony, the balance, is we're experiencing the peace, the middle ground. We don't meditate to experience the bliss. The pure bliss, the true bliss, and the true light happen automatically for each and every one of us when we're in that state of no do, no try, no mind. Or is it no try, no do, no mind? I'll figure it out one day. When we're in that state of being, that's where we come into the saying, Paramananda, that pure bliss or the highest bliss. That bliss really isn't joy as we humans know it. That bliss is that peace. It's consciousness, it's being. Atuta arohaka anuhusiata. Okay, we're kind of coming up, so I'll wrap up. Find some meditation music is my invitation to you. Balance, harmony. It's the topic of the day. Just breathe. Listen to your breath. Feel your breath. Let your five senses be consumed with the light show that goes on in your head when your eyes are closed, and the soothing music you're listening to, along with your breath, how it feels, how it smells, how it tastes, how it sounds in your body. And enjoy. Sohuka orawahanaku atita. Kashihiso utukuruwaha. Karihanahatukura. Shihoraha wa atutuna nawata tu ukasha atwahanahiki. Atarishga hasaaya kototo horaha. Ina hata arahata katakuru Shishia tata karyata karanahratu. Shishya hata arahanayakata. So thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. Thank you for sharing Equinox with me. Equinox, blessings of harmony and balance to you. And make it a great day. Apparently I need to watch where I'm going. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else?